Hi everyone, this is Miss Myra here from Gear Up, and I'm here with Edwin Mijares. Today we're going to talk about piecewise functions, and when you think about piecewise, you think about more than one piece. So like look at the graph at the right, you have two lines, so it's like two pieces. So first let's try an example. So for this one it says, find the rule for the piecewise function below. So when you think about function, the first thing you should write is f of x. So that's the rules for functions. F of x equals, okay, and we want to see what x can actually equal. So when you look at the line from the left and you go up, so it's all of the numbers to the left of 1, right? So that means x can be less than or equal to 1. When you look at the line on the right side though, it includes all of the numbers on the right side of 1. So they can be greater than 1. So you write x is greater than 1. Okay, now that we got that out the way, now we have to write equations. So let's go back to the left side. There you go, that line. So we can use the slope-intercept form, which if we remember, it's y equals mx plus b. Okay, so y equals, the m portion is the slope, so let's find the slope. So rise 1 and over 1. So the slope is 1x plus b stands for the y-intercept, right? So it crosses the y-intercept at 0. Okay, so that equation, you can write it over there by your brackets. So 1x, very nice. Let's do the same thing, but for the line on the right side. So for this one, I would not use y equals mx plus b, just because we don't even know where the y-intercept is. You see? You can guess. It's probably like at 5, but we don't want to guess. So there's another equation, and it's the point slope form, which is y equals y1 equals mx minus x1. I might have said the equation wrong, but you wrote it correctly.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just put the coordinate points for that open point right there. It's 1, 3. Okay, now let's solve this equation. Y minus 3 equals, the slope of that line is down 2 and over 1, so 2. Parentheses x minus, what's the x in there? 1. Okay, and once you solve that equation by distributing and then putting all the numbers on the right side, you get y equals negative 2x plus 5. So that, we fill it in the brackets. Negative 2x plus 5. Very nice. And guess what? You just found the rules for the piecewise function in this graph, right? So now let's go to limits. Still dealing with the same graph. Does the limit exist as x approaches 1? So does the limit exist when x approaches 1 from the left? So it's just going from the left, 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 left. X, okay, so the y says 1. Now, as x approaches 1 from the right, go up, it's 3. And if you notice, they're different numbers. So when someone asks you, does the limit exist? You say it does not exist because they're different. If it existed, it should have been the same point. It should have met at the same point.
You got that?
Let's try a different example. So find the rule for the piecewise function below. So what's the first thing we should do? When you see function, is write f of x. And then your little brackets. Okay, so let's see. What can x possibly be when we talk about the line and the left? Could just be 2. It's a straight line.
Well, why don't we just jump in with the quick thing that we did on the last one? Mm-hmm. What can x be? So x can be equal or less to negative 1, and it's equal or less to because it's closed circle.
Oh, you're right.
Okie dokie.
Thanks. Okay, so let's try the same thing like Edwin said. What about the graph on the right? You see like all of it touches all of the numbers to the right of 1. So x can be greater than -1. Okay. Now let's find the equations. Okay. For the equations, the equation for the line on the left is y equals 2. Okay. It has no slope.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy. Okay, so for the line on the right,
I hope you guys laughed at that.
the line on the right actually does have a slope. So let's use the point slope form just to be accurate, because I don't know where that y-intercept is. It looks like it's a half.
Me either.
We don't want to guess.
It looks like it's half, but maybe it cannot be half, and maybe it is, but who knows?
So, let's write the coordinate points for that open circle. So it's -1, -2.
Or was it lemon squeezy?
Lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy, I like that.
So y minus -2 equals, the slope is rise 3 over 2. Okay. Parentheses x minus -1. Nice. And then when you do your distribution, your addition, your subtraction, you should have y equals 3 over 2x minus 1/2. So you write that in your brackets. Nice. Now you solved the second one. Good job. And again, with the same graph, let's talk about limits. As x approaches -1 from the left, it equals 2. When x approaches -1 from the right, it goes to -2. Don't get fooled. Just because you see 2's does not mean that they're the same number. One is a +2 and the other one is -2. Are they the same? No. So since they're not the same, you say the limit does not exist.
You got that?
Got it? Yay! So now it's your turn. Do your journal assignment and find the rule for the function. See you later.
Over and out.
Lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy.